should have been a clue that anyone that inspires that level of crazy probably shouldn't have gotten out of the dating phase.
They was busy fucking partying with the Martins. Then they switched over from the Martins to Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez. And then the fucking kiss happened on Hawthorne. Her show got canceled. Mark and Jennifer broke up. All of this shit was going on. Like, all of these motherfuckers be doing all of this wild shit. They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking niggas and fucking young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking shit about Boosie. Maybe you suspicious of him because of the shit that's happening in your house. Fuck out of here. These niggas be talking greasy on all kinds of shit.
Gabrielle Union is furious, and word on the street is that her marriage to Dwyane Wade is hanging by a thread after their anniversary celebration went completely off the rails. What was supposed to be a sweet night to mark 12 years since their engagement allegedly blew up into total chaos. Sources say Gabrielle lost it after discovering that Dwyane had been cheating with a trans woman, and insiders insist this wasn't some one-time mistake. The whispers about Dwyane's double life have been floating around for years, even back when Gabrielle was defending him in public and standing by him in private. But now, she's apparently reached her breaking point. Those close to the couple are saying Gabrielle is done pretending everything's perfect. She's tired of keeping up appearances, and the word is that divorce talks are already in motion behind closed doors. If she decides to spill the truth, things could get real messy for Dwyane. Because Gabrielle has receipts and she's not afraid to use them. Cheating during your own anniversary celebration? That's just wild. And it looks like Gabrielle's patience has officially run out. Meanwhile, Dwyane's been acting like everything's picture perfect on social media, posting sweet photos and gushy captions that make it seem like they're stronger than ever. But insiders say Gabrielle isn't buying any of it. One insider revealed that the couple had a small private bash for their 12th engagement anniversary. But the party took a sharp turn. Apparently, things got too spicy when a few exotic dancers showed up, including one who was a trans woman. And if that wasn't enough drama, sources say Dwyane ended up leaving the event with that same dancer to handle some business, if you catch the hint. Now here's where it gets explosive. Gabrielle reportedly caught him red-handed. She didn't hold back either, going off on him in front of everyone. The whole celebration came crashing down after that, and the energy shifted from glam to disaster in seconds.
Guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking niggas and fucking young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking shit about Boosie.
There have been whispers for years about Dwyane stepping out and even rumors about him being caught up in secret situations before. But this might be the final straw. If what insiders are saying is true, this might not just be the end of a marriage, it could be the start of a scandal that shakes Hollywood to its core. Now that Gabrielle has finally caught Dwyane red-handed, allegedly of course, she's done playing the loyal wife role. She's not defending him anymore, and honestly, it seems like that loyalty faded a long time ago. Not long after they first got engaged, one of Dwyane's rumored flings stepped up and spilled everything, saying, "I too had my situation with Dwyane." This so-called boy toy didn't hold back either, claiming, "Can't lie, he's great in bed, but I'd never take him seriously the way Gabrielle does. He's always flying people out, hooking up, and pretending he's this perfect husband. They act like they're Michelle and Barack, when in reality, it's all smoke and mirrors." And that's not even the half of it. Every single time a new rumor hits the blogs, Gabrielle and Dwyane rush to make a joint appearance or post some picture-perfect moment just to prove their love is real. But insiders say that behind those smiles, things are far from picture-perfect. Some even claim Gabrielle either knows what's going on and doesn't care, or she's pretending not to see it, which seems hard to believe at this point. You'd think after hearing all that, Gabrielle would have packed her bags and left for good. But nope, she stood by her man, 10 toes down, denying every rumor that hinted at him being with anyone else. She even brushed off the whispers about him allegedly being involved with men, defending him every single time the topic came up. But fans started giving Dwyane major side-eye after Gabrielle revealed something shocking during an interview.
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in?
She admitted that they split their bills 50-50. People couldn't believe it. Dwyane's estimated net worth is around $210 million, while Gabrielle's is closer to $40 million. And yet he's got her paying half of everything? That didn't sit right with a lot of people. Many fans said it felt like Dwyane wasn't really cherishing her the way she deserved, especially when he's out here making 4 times what she does. But then, Dwyane dropped his own bombshell in an interview, saying it was actually Gabrielle who insisted on the equal split. Apparently, it all started after a heated argument where Dwyane said something that didn't sit well with her. And from that moment, she decided to stand on business and match his energy. Whatever's going on behind those mansion doors, it's clear their picture-perfect image is starting to crack, and this latest drama just made it impossible to ignore. After that shocking reveal, the streets started talking louder than ever. People began digging into Dwyane and Gabrielle's history, and it's wild how much drama has been swept under the rug. Insiders are now saying that Gabrielle might have been putting on a brave face for years just to protect Dwyane's image and keep the power couple act going. But now that she's had enough, all those secrets could be coming out one by one. Apparently, Gabrielle's friends have been urging her to walk away for a long time. One close source allegedly said, she's been covering for him for years, but this time it's different. She's not crying, she's plotting. That one sentence alone has everyone speculating that Gabrielle could be gearing up to drop a full-blown expose. Can you imagine the chaos that would cause in Hollywood? And it's not like Dwyane's making things any easier. Instead of laying low, he's out here acting unbothered, posting cryptic quotes about peace and forgiveness, while followers flood his comments asking if the cheating rumors are true. Some fans think he's trying to do damage control, but others believe he's taunting Gabrielle, testing how far she'll go before she finally snaps. Adding even more fuel to the gossip fire, there's talk that Gabrielle has already met with her PR team to strategize her next move. According to one insider, she's ready to reclaim her narrative and expose what's really been going on behind those luxury mansion doors. This could turn into one of the biggest celebrity breakups in recent memory, and people are already picking sides. To make things even juicier, there are whispers that Gabrielle might have found out about more than one affair. A source close to her reportedly said, it wasn't just the trans dancer, there were others too. Dwyane has been reckless for a while now. That claim has left fans speechless, wondering just how deep this betrayal really goes. Meanwhile, Dwyane's inner circle is allegedly panicking. Some of his old teammates and friends are trying to keep quiet, but a few have started distancing themselves from him completely.
We decided together, because I think I said one time when we was in Miami, I said something about it being my house that I paid for. My wife looked at me, she was like, you will never say that to me again when it's something that we share. And so my wife was like, that when we moved to LA, I got half on it. You will never say my house again. Wow.
One insider said, nobody wants to get caught in the crossfire. If Gabrielle talks, a lot of people's names could come up. That statement alone has people wondering what kind of secrets are still hiding in the shadows. But Gabrielle isn't sitting at home crying. Not this time. She's been spotted stepping out looking flawless, rocking bold looks and flashing that confident smile, as if to say, I'm fine without him. Fans online are calling it her soft revenge era, and honestly, she seems to be enjoying the spotlight more than ever. Still, behind that glow-up, insiders claim there's tension building. Gabrielle has allegedly been keeping receipts, texts, photos, even private messages that could expose everything. One insider whispered, she's been documenting everything for years. She always knew this day might come. If that's true, Dwyane better brace himself, because once those receipts drop, there's no coming back. The internet is already buzzing with theories that Gabrielle could go public through a sit-down interview or even a tell-all documentary. Fans are begging for her to speak her truth, and hashtags like hashtag Gabrielle deserves better and hashtag free Gabrielle have been trending for days. The public sympathy is definitely leaning her way right now, and that might give her the confidence to finally spill the tea. But Dwyane's not backing down quietly either. He's been seen meeting with his legal team, and sources say he's trying to protect his image and assets before things blow up further. Allegedly, there's tension over their finances too, especially after all that talk about the 50-50 split. One insider revealed they're fighting over money, property, and who gets what. It's about to get real messy. And get this, the couple's inner circle is starting to fracture. Friends who used to ride for them as a unit are now choosing sides. Some are saying Gabrielle's finally freeing herself from a toxic cycle, while others claim she's using the situation to grab attention. But everyone agrees on one thing: this story is far from over. There's even a rumor that Gabrielle has been approached by several major talk shows and streaming platforms wanting to feature her side of the story. If she agrees, that could mean exclusive footage, behind-the-scenes clips, and shocking confessions from people who were there when everything went down. Hollywood hasn't seen a scandal this explosive since the biggest celebrity divorces of the decade. Meanwhile, fans are dissecting every little thing Gabrielle and Dwyane post online. A simple emoji, a vague caption, or even a like on a shady post can send the internet into chaos. Just last week, Gabrielle liked a tweet that said, "When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time." People instantly connected the dots, assuming it was a direct jab at Dwyane. And if you thought Dwyane would stay silent, think again. He recently uploaded a photo with the caption, "Peace is priceless." And that only made things worse. Fans flooded his comments with snake emojis and accusations, saying he was trying to act innocent while the truth was catching up with him. The tension between them is so thick that even their celebrity friends are staying quiet. Usually, big names like Oprah, Taraji P. Henson, or even LeBron James might chime in with support. But this time, silence. Everyone's watching closely, but nobody wants to get dragged into the chaos. Some gossip outlets are also hinting that Gabrielle might be preparing to move out of their shared mansion. A moving truck was reportedly seen near one of their properties last week, and while nothing's confirmed, fans are convinced it's the beginning of the end. Insiders claim she's already making plans to live independently and possibly even relocate for a fresh start. And here's where it gets even crazier. People are saying Dwyane is terrified of what Gabrielle might reveal about their private life.
Early on, she's the one who sat down with us as a family and said, "Hey, I don't think I'm gay, right? I identify myself as a young lady." But she's known that for 9 years.
She's known since she was 3.
She's known since she was 3 years old. This is her life.
He allegedly told a close friend, "If she talks, everything I've built could crumble." That's a strong statement, and it makes you wonder just how deep this story goes. At this point, the internet split in two. Some defending Dwyane, saying everyone makes mistakes, while others are backing Gabrielle to the fullest, calling her a survivor who's been too loyal for too long. Either way, the drama isn't slowing down, and every day there's a new piece of gossip that adds more layers to the story. And let's be real. If Gabrielle really does decide to air it all out, this could change how people see Dwyane forever. What started as a fairy tale marriage between two admired stars has now turned into a storm of betrayal, secrets, and public tension. One thing's for sure, this is no longer about rumors. The truth is creeping closer, and when it finally hits, it's going to shake the whole industry because it made her feel completely unsafe. And honestly, who could blame her? At this point, everyone's saying what Gabrielle went through was beyond disrespectful. It's starting to look like Dwyane might have used her as a cover-up, the so-called perfect wife, to make everything look picture perfect from the outside. You'd think that the least he could do was treat her right and handle the bills fairly, but apparently that wasn't even happening. It's no wonder Gabrielle finally said, "Enough is enough." But hold up, because things got even messier after that. Back in 2023, the gossip blog Daymoy dropped a bombshell claiming Dwyane was getting a little too comfortable with another woman. The post read, "Dwyane is very close to a woman that's not Gabrielle. He was spotted talking to her very intimately. I watched them for 2 hours." The photos that came with that story had people talking nonstop. Right after that tea spilled, Gabrielle started posting some interesting messages online. On Instagram, she wrote, "When clarity, truth, and transparency are present, there's only room for evolution now." And if that wasn't enough, she also shared a picture of her daughter with the caption, "I'd do anything for her peace." Fans knew immediately that something was up. People noticed she'd stopped posting family pictures and was only showing moments with her daughter, none with Dwyane or his other kids. That's when another insider chimed in, saying, if they ever separate, they'll be like Will and Jada, living separate lives but keeping a united front for years if necessary. Everyone thought that might actually happen quietly behind closed doors, but this story just kept taking new turns. Because here's the twist. The woman Dwyane was seen with, yeah, it wasn't actually a woman. Reports later revealed that the mystery person was a male crossdresser, and that revelation turned the entire situation upside down. One insider claimed Gabrielle had known about this for a while, but was tired of pretending everything was fine. They said, she kept giving him chances, but this time she was just done. She couldn't keep living a lie. For a while, it really seemed like Gabrielle was walking away for good. She even stopped wearing her wedding ring, and multiple insiders confirmed she'd moved out and was living separately. But just when fans thought that was the end, Dwyane managed to smooth things over, again. He reportedly charmed her back, convinced her to try counseling, and for a brief moment, it looked like the marriage might survive. But peace never lasts long in Hollywood, right? Not too long after, people began speculating that Dwyane was fighting his own inner struggles. Some even suggested he might have been repressing parts of himself and living through his daughter, Zaya. Zaya, who was assigned male at birth, began transitioning several years ago, and Dwyane has publicly shown full support for her journey, something that earned him tons of praise online. Still, fans have been side-eyeing the situation for a while. Some wonder if Dwyane's support might have crossed into projection, like he's living out parts of himself through Zaya's experience. After all, Dwyane has openly mentioned cross-dressing before, and that confession left people asking tough questions. So now everyone's wondering, has Dwyane secretly been struggling with his own gender identity while juggling his public image? Could that explain the double life rumors and the private chaos that's followed him for years? Even his ex-wife hinted at something deeper. She once accused Dwyane of trying to profit off Zaya's transition, claiming he was using it to secure brand deals and partnerships. In her court filings, she stated, Dwyane is positioned to profit from our child's name and gender change through various marketing opportunities, including but not limited to contracts with Disney.
Years old, like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, you know, as kids, I used to put on heels, I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear, when all my sisters did, I try to do those things. So at first I said to myself, oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did. And then it kept going further and further, and then me and my wife had to look at each other and say, well, what if?
She even said she feared he might be pressuring their child to move forward faster just for business. But what if the money wasn't the only thing motivating him? Some insiders believe Dwyane might have been projecting his own personal struggles and confusion through all of it, trying to keep control of his public image while hiding what's really going on behind closed doors. Even with all that chaos, Gabrielle tried to keep their marriage together. But that anniversary disaster was the final straw. The moment she caught Dwyane allegedly sneaking off with someone else at their own celebration, everything fell apart for real this time. Sources close to the couple swear she's serious about divorce now. According to insiders, Gabrielle's just waiting until after the holidays to make her big announcement. She's been keeping calm and focused, but behind the scenes, she's already making her exit plan. One source said she's not playing anymore. This time, she means business. The years of cheating whispers, half-truths, and behind-the-scenes tension have finally reached the breaking point. Gabrielle's done covering for Dwyane, done pretending, and done saving his reputation. And judging from her recent posts, she's ready to step into a new chapter of her life, one that doesn't involve protecting someone who didn't protect her. Meanwhile, Dwyane's still out here posting those perfect couple pictures like everything's fine, but everyone can see right through it now. Gabrielle's silence is louder than any caption he could ever write. Insiders say she's fully standing on her business, and this time, there's no going back. And let's be real, if Gabrielle does decide to go public, it'll be explosive. This isn't just another celebrity breakup. This could be the kind of Hollywood scandal that rewrites both of their careers. One insider said, if she talks, she'll shake the whole industry. People will finally see who Dwyane really is. So while Dwyane keeps smiling for the cameras, everyone knows the truth's hanging over him like a storm cloud. The public's waiting for Gabrielle's next move, and when it comes, it's going to be big. After all these years of rumors and cover-ups, the truth is finally catching up. And this time, Gabrielle Union isn't backing down.